Hey guys, we are at the flea market, fixing to do a little thrift shopping. I'm gonna insert clips from a few different thrifting trips that I've done. One was at Goodwill, one was at Mr. Butler's antique shop, and now we are at the flea market. So I'll probably wrap all those up into one video because I don't have a lot of footage from any of them. So if you follow me on Instagram, then you know I'm super annoyed with myself right now because I came all the way out here to the flea market and forgot to bring the second battery to my camera, and of course this one is now flashing low battery. So yeah, professional here. Amateur in all the ways. Anyway, I guess I'll use my cell phone once this one dies, but it's only charged to like 45%, so I'll get the highlights for you guys. I'm sorry. By the way, this is the Southern Kentucky Flea Market. It's located in Guthrie, Kentucky. Super small, little place right outside of Clarksville, Tennessee. It's just, I mean, like right off the state line. Not very far at all. So if you want to check it out, that's where it is. I think they're only open on the weekends, if I'm not mistaken. It'll probably be on the door, so I'll get a shot of that for you guys to see. Let's stop recording in the car, wasting our battery, and let's go do some thrifting. I'm a fan of corner shelves, and I thought this one would be really pretty if it were painted white or even black. Not really a fan of this blue color that they have on it right now, but it would be sweet in a kitchen with some dishes. This old table was beautiful, but it wasn't even for sale. Not that I would have anywhere to put it. I thought this old tea cart was interesting. Look at the big wheels it has on the back of it. I've never seen anything like this. I liked this 3-piece patio set. I like these rocking chairs. I really think they're kind of like, they're not really rocking chairs. What do you call these? I'm not sure, but I really like them. They're super comfortable. It was $139.50 for the 3 pieces. It looked like it'd been freshly painted and redone. I really like this wicker basket. It was pretty substantial size. It would be good for blankets or even maybe a laundry basket. That's what they have on the tag. $22. It was kind of pricey for me. I wouldn't pay that much for it, but I really liked it. I spotted these white dishes out of the corner of my eye and decided to go over and check them out. And these little saucers were so cute with the little scallops on them and the little bridge details. And I looked at the back and they were false-graph, which you guys know I collect. This isn't the same pattern that I usually collect. I usually collect the heritage pattern, but these are really pretty, and I don't think I'd ever seen them before. They were $1 a piece, so I went ahead and picked up 4 of them. They had plates also and some bowls, but I didn't like those as much as I liked the saucers. It seems like I remember as a kid my mama having some dishes that were this color green, maybe some cups or something. I don't remember exactly what they look like, but I just remember this color. Maybe that's one reason why I like looking at old things like this, is it reminds me of stuff from when I was a kid. I almost picked up these vintage pillowcases, but I ended up putting them back before I left. I thought this oil lamp was unique. I'd never seen one quite like this one. I'm not sure if $14 is a good price or not. Are you old enough to remember when stereos came in a big cabinet like this with 8-track players and record players? I would love to have a restored one. This booth in particular usually has some interesting items. They've got some nice copper pieces here. I thought that shelf on the back wall was interesting. They usually have some tables and just different things that are really cute. I've never seen any salt and pepper shakers that are like these little jars. They were cute. I always look at the vases and think that I could do such a cute DIY with them. But then I always think, but then where would I put it? So I always leave them on the shelf. But you could really make these over and make them into something really pretty. There's always tons of Tupperware and plastic pitchers and bowls. If you need anything like that, definitely go to Goodwill. I thought this little glass teapot was really cute. I've never seen one like that. I didn't really care for the silver lid on it, but I thought the glass part was really pretty. this bed. I love beds like this. And when I first saw the price on it, I thought it was outrageous. It's like $75 at Goodwill. That's insane. But then some people on Instagram was like, actually, that's pretty good. And I got to thinking about it, and I actually went back to get it, and it was already gone like just a couple hours later. Kicked myself for that one. I saw this rolling cart at Goodwill, and I thought this would be so perfect for me to load all my groceries in and push them up the ramp and not have to make, 4 or 5 trips. Well, that is when I'm not challenging myself and seeing how many I can carry without breaking an arm. And it worked perfectly. Bonnie was very curious about it, as she is all things. Another great thing about it is that it folds down flat, so I can keep it in my trunk and use it whenever I need it. I don't have to store it in the house. And I am at my friend Mr. Butler's at his antique shop, and I'm looking for a vintage doorknob. I really love those old crystal doorknobs, which I'm not necessarily looking for that because I don't know that it would really go with my kitchen, but I'm looking for one to go on my pantry door. And I like the ones that have the plates and the doorknob on them. I found one on Amazon, but it was very expensive and I'm not paying that for it. So I thought, well, maybe he's got all these old doors. Maybe he's got some old doorknobs too. So I'm gonna go check that out. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it before, but one thing I've really been looking for is a set of bar stools. I would like to find one that swivels so that Timmy can just turn and get up out of it. It won't be, I think it'll be easier than him trying to push it back. I'm always afraid he's gonna like turn it over or something. I really liked this one right here, but they only had one that had the swivel seat. The other ones that I just showed you were just regular stools that didn't turn. This one did turn, but it's the only one that they had. So I think it would have been really pretty painted black and refinished. But like I said, they only had one. $10 was a great price if only they'd have had two. I was looking at this screen door that he had, and I realized it would be very easy to make one of these. This old sink would be so pretty if it was restored and like a farmhouse kitchen. I loved it. This faucet on this old sink was so pretty and vintage. I thought it was just so pretty. And I love the color of it. This little plunger thing, it spoke to me. Okay, I didn't have any luck finding one of the doorknobs out here, but maybe they have some inside, so I'm gonna go in and ask. This table would be really pretty if it was refinished and had a little love. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. I don't know why, but that's what this pile of legs, table legs, reminded me of. Let's go inside and see what they got. I didn't really have a lot of time on this day when I went in, so I pretty much just glanced around the front of the store. I've mentioned previously, like, this is a really big store. They have several different rooms that are filled with stuff. It would take you probably days to go through all of it. But I really liked this armoire. It was made of cedar, and it still had the paperwork in it from when it was originally made, which I thought was really cool. When I was a teenager, one of the first things I bought with my paychecks was a cedar hope chest that I had made from a guy locally, and I just always loved the way that it smelled. They have boxes of silverware. If you needed silverware, you could definitely find it here. One thing I ran across that I did like was this pretty picture frame. I like the scallops on it, of course. I didn't really care for the color, but I just thought it was really pretty. I didn't have any luck finding a doorknob or the door plate. They didn't have any at all. She said as soon as they get them in, they're gone because everybody likes them. But I did get a picture frame. Like, I need another one. Not a big fan of the color of it. I'm wondering if maybe I could sand it. But it has a pretty scalloped edge around it, so y'all know if it's scalloped, I'm a sucker for it. Hey friends, so we're back home. My flea market trip was kind of a bust. There wasn't a whole lot there that wasn't there last time that I filmed, so didn't want to like repeat things. They do have a lot of things, but nothing really that I was interested in. Decided to come back home, grabbed some barbecue, had some lunch with Timmy and his aunt, and just been kind of hanging out. Still feeling a little queasy. So if you didn't know, I had a stomach bug earlier this week, about midweek, and yeah, it's a nasty one. I hope none of you have to deal with that. So I'm just outside getting a little air with these guys. Is that right, Bonnie? You want to run? You want to run? Huh? Come on, let's run. Go. Here you go. She is so fast. I keep a close eye on her because we have these, I call them vultures. Around here they're called buzzards, but they all like roost, I guess is the word, in these trees right here, and they come back every year. They're huge and they're loud, and there's like a ton of them. But every afternoon they come and land in these trees. I know that they eat dead things, obviously, but it still makes me nervous with little Bonnie running around. Like, what if they get hungry and they haven't found any dead things to eat? I don't want them picking her up and carrying her off. What is it, Irvin? Are you hungry? Is it time for square number 3? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Give me a minute. It's just starting to turn green around here. You can see a few blooms in this Bradford pear tree. As I was saying, I haven't really found a lot out thrifting. I haven't really done a lot of thrifting other than, you know, just a little here and there. But what I have found lately is this throw that you saw me looking at in Goodwill. I thought it would be really pretty this fall. I love the colors in it. It's got, you know, the orange and browns, the mustard yellows, and then it also has a teal in it. And if you remember, those little truck plates that I picked up at Hobby Lobby last fall had teal in them. So, you know, that kind of ties in with that. I thought it'd be pretty maybe dropped over my love seat or on my blanket ladder in a basket. Lots of different things that you can do with a pretty throw like this. Has a nice little fringe at the bottom. I thought this was really cute. I really like this. I'm gonna put it away for fall. I did pick up these storage baskets, and I'm gonna use these in my office to help organize things on my shelves in there better. It's a hot mess. I've had several people ask me about that room recently. I'm not sure why, but all of a sudden it came up. You know, we built those shelves in there last year, and I kept it good and organized for a little while, but now it's just a mess again. That whole room is a mess. It's like a catch-all room. Every time I change out my decor or anything like that, I always end up shoving it all in that room, and so it just gets overrun. I need to really go through it and get rid of some stuff, declutter. So that'll probably be coming up before long. But anyway, I picked up these little containers, storage containers from Goodwill. They had 2 of them that were just alike. So I'll be using these on the shelves to kind of help organize things a little bit. These were $2.99. I'm not sure how much they are new, but they were in really good condition. Nothing wrong with them, so I went ahead and picked them up while I was there. This little picture you saw in my last video, It has on one side of it, it has this little flower design, and this one was $1.79. So I wasn't really a big fan of the flower, so I just turn it around this way. And that's what I do with a lot of pictures and things. If I find them and I don't really care for the design on one side, if it's blank on the other, then all you have to do is turn it around. Nobody's gonna know the difference. That's what I did with this little pot right here. I thought it has a big opening in it. I'm sure it probably had a lid at some point, but it didn't have it with it when I purchased it. But I thought it'd be really cute to put a pot in. On the other side, it has strawberries. And I picked this up at Goodwill. It was $1.99. I don't think I've showed this to you before, but I could possibly have. I've had it for a little while, but I haven't done a thrift video in a little while, so I wasn't sure. But anyway, that's what it looks like. I might actually even this summer, you know, have it facing out with the strawberries on it. I'm kind of digging like the strawberry thing. I've told you before, my mom had her kitchen decorated in strawberries when I was a kid, so that's probably why. But anyway, I took some of these this faux greenery that I picked up at Hobby Lobby and stick it down in there, and I've got it sitting on top of my fridge right now. I really honestly need to stop buying these things, these pictures and stuff. I have nowhere else to put them. I've got a ton of them, but every time I see one, I want to buy it. I picked up a wooden spoon at Goodwill. This one really isn't very like usable. It does have a crack in it. I mean, you could use it for some things. You could scoop out like mac and cheese with it or something, but you wouldn't want to use it for anything that got liquid. But anyway, I don't really use it anyway. I just have it sitting in my crock on my counter. I do use wooden spoons. Actually, that's pretty much all I use is wooden spoons, but I have my favorites that I use. I also picked up this little whisk. I didn't have a little one, and I really like this one, so I picked that up. And then this little jar, I think that was I think I had a clip of this one when I found this one at Goodwill. I really like these. They have the little lid. They just kind of look old-timey to me. I don't know that this one is, but and I really like the wide mouth ones better, but I thought this was a really cute size, and I just have my macadamia nuts stored in that. Also, I did get a bar stool, which was also in my last video. I got that at the flea market the last time I went for $5, which was a really good deal, I thought. I picked up these little bowls. They have a nice little pattern around them, and these are actually Falstaff. They're not the same Falstaff pattern that I usually collect. I think those are like the Heritage, I think is the name of those. This is a different pattern. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I thought these were really pretty. You know, I'm a sucker for white dishes, especially ones with scallops. These don't have scallops, but I like the little design on them. And I just like stacking things. People have commented on that. I like stacking plates and saucers and bowls and things, and then putting like flower pots on top of them, or pictures, just anything to give it more dimension, more character. And I really think that it's cute and just adds something to it, that it's just not something sitting there, like it has layers to it. I don't know, makes sense in my head. I have quite a few subscribers who have commented or sent me messages on Instagram saying that they're not able to get out and go thrift shopping anymore, and that they enjoy watching my thrift hauls because they feel like they get to come along with me. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you saw something that you would have picked up, and let me know what your favorite thing is that I picked up. I know I didn't have a big haul this time, but if there's something that caught your eye, let me know. Timmy's waiting patiently for me to wrap up my little thrift hauls. Hi, Timmy.
Well, hello, friends.
How you doing today?
Fine, fine as frog hair.
You gonna sing a song for us?
I'm gonna do a little song about a mansion on a hilltop, as my mama would say. Mansion, not a mansion. A mansion on a hilltop. And I want to tell you about it because I hope you go into that hilltop one day yourself. Amen.
Amen.
I'm satisfied with just a cottage below, a little silver silver line. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow. And someday yonder we will never more ponder, but walk the streets that are pure as gold. Don't think me poor, deserted or lonely. I'm not discouraged, I'm heaven bound. I'm just a pilgrim in search of a city. I want a mansion, a harp and a crown. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow. And someday yonder we will never more wander, but walk the streets that are pure as gold.
Yay, good job.
Thank you very much. I hope you've got a mansion. Amen. When we all leave this world, if you know Jesus in your heart, you'll definitely have a mansion of your own. Amen.
Amen.
Thanks for listening.
Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. I'll be back with you again on Wednesday. Until then, I hope you guys have a great week. See you in the next video.